Hey guys, MC Mura here, and today we're gonna talk all about Manon and how you can use her in Street Fighter 6. So let's get started. Manon is one of the main grapplers of Street Fighter 6 and she has this unique system called the medal levels. Each time you land either a command grab or a hit grab with Manon, your medal level will increase by 1. The maximum is level 5. And with each level gained, your grabs will do more damage. Hit grabs, command grabs, and even your level 3 super, all of them will end up doing more. As a matter of fact, Manon's level 5 command grab is the most damaging command grab in the game. And the craziest thing about this medal system is that it carries over between rounds. So even if you early on happen to land a lot of grabs, later your character will be very dangerous. This also means that Manon is a character that gets a lot of mileage out of perfect parries, because anytime you land a perfect parry, you will typically be able to get a command grab or a hit grab, meaning that your medal level will increase, making your next move, your next pressure sequence that much more dangerous. Manon also got surprisingly really good neutral. Her neutral buttons are great, standing medium punch, crouching medium punch, both of them are highlights. Her reach, her range on her normals are pretty good as well. Her movement in general is not bad, and she does have potentially high rewarding anti-air. She got crouching heavy punch, really good, easy to use anti-air. Also got some options with the OD launcher kick that can lead to a medal level, so that is great. Unfortunately though, Manon got the worst drive rush in Street Fighter 6. Her drive rush is both very short and kinda slow, and there is not really that amazing drive rush follow-ups for her, meaning that to open up the opponents, you will most likely have to do it the good old way. And unfortunately, even once you do, Manon got a distinct lack of plus frames, so you kinda have to rely a lot on drive rush cancel to get a normal to be plus, then you can start applying some command grab pressure, and even if you happen to land the command grab or the hit grab, Manon's OK is not great. The situation both through, there is some mixed situations, but it's not super advantageous mix-ups, so most of the time you will reset to the neutral after landing the command or the hit grab, and it doesn't really become rewarding enough until you're at level 4 or level 5 where your grabs are doing a ton of damage. Otherwise, mostly you're getting like a situation but nothing that threatening. And because you have to build up your medal level, this means that unless you're at level 4 or level 5, the opponent pretty much can just take the command grab because the damage that you get is not worth it compared to the situation, right? Because this is Street Fighter 6. Most of the times your opponent will land one combo, carry you to the corner, throw loop you there, which is a lot harder to deal with as the Manon because she doesn't have an invincible reversal. Yes, she does get a lot of reward out of a perfect parry and she does have an invincible supers, but yeah, once you hit them you kinda have to return to the neutral multiple times, but at the same time you can get snowballed pretty easily. But at the same time, because of Manon's medal level, your snowballing can lead to a ton of mental damage, because if you happen to land a lot of medals really early, you can be very threatening later on, and people will play a lot more passively against you, giving you more opportunities. So this is pretty much a high risk, high reward character with amazing neutral options, but unfortunately the OK isn't that great. So let's start first talking about the character light moves, and Manon got two 4-frame light jabs, so that is good. Lights obviously at 4 frame, that is the fastest move a normal can be in this game. As you got a standing jab and a crouching jab, and on surface both of them seem to function kind of the same way, but standing jab is actually a lot better and a lot more rewarding. You wanna hit it far more often. One of the biggest difference is that if you get standing jab, you can combo it into medium ballerina, right? And you can also combo it into light ballerina, and these two, they give you good damage and they give you good Oki, especially if you get the light version. That sets up a fantastic Oki post hit situation for you. The crouching jabs, I mean, the good thing about it is that you can get 3 of them to combo. As you can see, you can't get 3 standing, but crouching you can get like 3 of them, but you're only getting the quarter circle forward kick, the launcher kick, right? This is the only one you're getting. Crouching jab into medium ballerina or even light, yeah, as you can see, it doesn't combo, right? Standing jab actually got a little bit more range as well than the crouching version, but this one got less pushback. So in situations where the opponent knocking you down, you are more likely to get like conversion with the crouching version. Standing jab, I will say, is a little bit better for pressure once you are trying to pressure them. Now, one good thing about this update is that because now there is less pushback on crouching light kick, Manon can go standing jab, crouching light kick, standing jab. So you're kind of now are able to get like a 3 hitting string out of this one, which is pretty cool. Now also standing jab is, as you notice, this is +4 on hit, crouching is +3. So this means that out of drive rush, for example, a drive rush jab is gonna leave you at a +8. So standing, you get a back heavy punch into a middle. With crouching, you're not really getting it that way. You're only +7. This is 8 frames, so it's not a combo. So in many ways, for pressure situations, I would like to go for jab, standing jab more. For defense situation, crouching jab is better. Now let's say, for example, that the opponent knock you down, right? Ken is gonna knock me down here. I'm gonna go for a crouching jab, right? And let's say that Ken is mashing. One strategy you would like to do a lot with Manon is after this counter hit crouching jab, Manon is gonna be +5, which means that a medium command grab is actually gonna frame trap, right? So this is actually pretty great. Let's say, for example, here, like I showed you, Ken is gonna knock us down and then he's gonna try to like press us. Right, so I got him to mash, right? I'm gonna interrupt with a jab and then go for the medium command grab, and this should actually frame trap him. See this? I actually got a counter hit on his jab. Because I'm +5 on this counter hit crouching jab, I can actually frame trap immediately or like take grab into her command grab, which is a really, this is a really good strategy that you would want to use with this character. Yes, you can get for like the guaranteed follow-ups if you want, but it doesn't hurt to be sneaky on defense a little bit and sneak in a command grab right in there when they least expect it, right? So both of these moves are pretty vital to her game plan, and obviously, just like any other character, you can frame trap with your rapid fire jabs, right? Like if I do 2 of them, as you can see, they're gonna frame trap into each other despite them being negative on block. And obviously, like you can frame trap into the light kick and then get follow-ups. See, it's kind of the same deal. So these function in a very traditional way when it comes to light. Now let's talk about her standing light kick. And standing light kick for Manon is a pretty major button. As you can see, it's 5 frames, but the range on it is actually fairly good, and the hitbox is good as well. This is good on hit. Let's say, for example, that you landed like a far range hit. As this one, you're getting a standing light kick. After a crouching medium punch, you're +6. So this is your best follow-up, right? So that is pretty great. If the opponent say is gonna go for a drive rush, this is one of her best drive rush checks. Yeah, it's really good at that because it's relatively fast, hits low, which is hits like a lower hitbox. I don't mean hit low, it's not a low attack, but it got a lower hitbox, which is pretty good. Combo into the OD ballerina, so you can get some damage. This is also one of your best moves to use on block, because on block, as you can see, I said here Ken to mash his jab. Now I can't frame trap with it. It doesn't like rapid fire cancel like her jabs, but and this is a good one, if you cancel a light kick into a drive rush, you can take grab into a heavy command grab. So see here, Ken is mashing his jab. If I do light kick, drive rush, heavy command grab, I get the counter hit. So this is something that you can be sneaky about, right? This is something that you can do. It's a very good take grab. It happens very quickly, so there is a good chance that they may not be ready for it. And even if you happen to land the hit, it's rewarding on hit as well, because you get a follow-up like that one. Standing light kick, drive rush, you get a standing jab, so you're getting a back heavy punch, bam, into that. So let's say you got a combo like that one. right? This can also lead to middle, right? So that is really good. Now, when you use it to interrupt a drive rush, typically this move, it doesn't combo into the medium and light ballerina, unfortunately. It's something that I really wish Capcom would buff, but it isn't. So for now, say that you interrupted a drive rush, it's gonna be a counter hit most likely, and on counter hits you are getting them. So checking with a light kick into medium ballerina, well, that's pretty good. If you want to be totally safe, just combo into the launcher kick, but you're getting less damage and less Oki, like corner carry, right? So, What is left is her crouching light kick, and crouching light kick for Manon is her low check. This is her low combo starter as well, and this one is really good. Now it got very little pushback, so as you can see, you can combo 4 of them on a row, which is very uncommon in this game, that you're getting 4 lights. It combo into her standing jab, it combo into her crouching jab, and you can even go like standing, crouching, standing, bam bam. This is pretty good, good knockdown. Same, 2 of them into the standing jab, so that's good. Like let's say for example that we are checking Ken here, right? See this? I can harass with this one. It's one of her best harassment tool, especially I would say after a drive rush, because a lot of people may try to mash. So like you can frame trap with it, delay it a little bit, because you're getting like multiple of them into combos. You can kinda check them if they're trying to walk back or get away from your pressure. And obviously, just like any rapid fires, jabs, you can get it to frame trap into her other light punches, and you're getting the counter hit combos. So her lights are pretty good for pressure, I think. And in general, one issue with Manon that I'm not a big fan of is that none of her lights will like counter hit combo into a medium, which is unfortunate. You're gonna have to go for standing light kick, and as you know, with this balance patch, there is more scaling on lights. So unfortunately, whenever you're hitting like a counter hit jab or like a counter hit light, you're only getting a standing light kick, right? Which that's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's now go over Manon's mediums, starting first with her medium punch. And her medium punch is fantastic. This is a workhorse button for Manon. It got a target combo attached to it, which is medium punch into medium kick. And this one actually is hit confirmable. You can get the cancel very late, right? You can cancel into the second hit very late, and when you do, it pulls them in and you got a +2 advantage, so you can go for a command grab. That part of it is really good. Now, because this move, as you can see, is 7 frame and 4 frame active, this makes it a fantastic move to use in the neutral. You can use it as a buffer, you can use it as a check to drive rush. Right, say he's drive rushing here, I move forward, I am very active, so I can check drive rush with it, and it is potentially rewarding as well if you go for this sort of application, so that is good. The move also is pretty good if you're using it as a whiff punish, especially against standing moves. So if Ken is whiffing something like his standing heavy kick, it moves forward, it is decently fast, so you can use it as a whiff punish against these sort of moves, right? That part of it is great. Now, you can technically, like if he's whiffing something like a crouching medium kick, you can technically get it, but you have to hit Ken body, you don't hit his extension. So see this, like I can technically get a whiff punish on a crouching medium kick, but it's not favorable. If you're going for a whiff punch against this sort of moves, crouching medium punch is way easier and way better, right? Because see this, like crouching medium punch, I can hit his extension, right? I can hit the extended hurt box of Ken, but with the standing version, I have to physically hit Ken. Like her hands have to reach Ken for her to get the whiff punish. So you can technically get a whiff punish on a low move with this one, but yeah, I wouldn't actually recommend it if that is the intention. If that is the intention, crouching medium punch is the better one for these sort of applications, right? Now, this move is also a workhorse for pressure situation for Manon, right? This is by far your best drive rush cancel button, right? We're here setting Ken to do a jab, right? I can standing medium punch, drive rush, and do a light command grab, and it will take through, it will hit him. See this? Let's actually turn the inputs on. Right, so standing medium punch, drive rush, light command grab, this will hit him even if he's mashing jab. See this? Ken is mashing jab. You still get the command grab. This is one of her better tech grabs, right? Now, what a lot of people will try to do in this game is on a drive rush cancel, they're gonna try to mash their OD uppercuts, right? This happens all the time, right? I'm going for the button, Choryuripa, and he's gonna try to do it. Now, one of the best thing about this move and its ability to drive rush is that you can actually go for block streaks. As a matter of fact, standing medium punch into crouching medium punch is a block streak. See, this is a legit block streak. Even if he's trying to mash, his uppercut will not come out. So you can be safe from reversal mashing with this one, which is actually fairly great. Now, I showed you that you can go for the command grab, but also you can go for a crouching medium punch, right? This leaves you at a +3. So this is an option, immediate one into grab, into crouching medium, +3, so into the heavy grab. This is also really good. Says that the opponent is not gonna try to mash. I can delay my crouching medium punch a little bit and get a frame trap. I can go for a crouching medium kick, which will also frame trap. You can do so much with this one, right? And it can be really irritating for people, and obviously like you can go for the lows here, which can be fairly annoying, but yeah, will be good if you delay it a little bit. Right, so yeah, like you can do so much out of this drive rush cancel. It's actually kind of nasty, right? And the good thing about this move is its range is great and it moves Manon forward. So if the opponent is going for reversal jabs like Ken here, you can actually set up like spacing traps with it into itself. Just delay the second hit a little bit, which is kind of funny, right? And obviously you have probably seen the clips if you have watched anything in this game. If they say if they're in burnout, this become +3, so you can absolutely, I'm sure you've seen this, right? Manon's absolutely annoying the opponent with the medium punch spam. It's actually pretty hilarious. So fantastic move. Now, I just showed you that you can use it to do a lot of like drive rush pressure, and one of the options is a drive reversal. But there is a good thing about this, right? If you do it immediately and they do like an immediate drive reversal, just like what Ken is doing here, there is no counterplay here, but this is a read. They can do it on reaction. They can't react to the drive rush cancel with the drive reversal. If I make it the delay by like, let's say 13 or like 14 frames, this is the regular human reaction. Nope, you get to block the drive reversal and you get a punish on him. So that is pretty great. So as I showed you, this move is typically -1, but you can actually make it plus in some like knockdown situation. If you use it as a meaty, like in a situation like that, you can time it to actually be plus. See, this was +1. I believe I can get it to even be like +2. Yeah, here it was +2, and I'm in command grab range. So even in some meaty situations, it is very good. So it's a fantastic button all around. Now, next up, we got her crouching medium punch, and as I showed you previously, crouching medium punch is very good against like low hitting moves. So if he's doing a lot of crouching medium kicks, this one is very similar to Luke's crouching medium punch actually. Let's check out Hitbox viewer here, right? So this is a hitbox on her crouching medium punch, and as you can see, there is massive disjoint. It's actually pretty hard to hit Manon. Her standing medium punch is also fairly good, but as you can see, hitbox is high, so not as great against lower hitting moves. But this one, she's crouching, and that makes it great. Now, one good thing about this move as well is that notice this 22 total frames, and this one is 24. And because she doesn't move forward, it's very hard to whiff punish this move. You can almost spam it. It's very spammable. It's very, very good, right? It's very good with punish. It's very good buffer, and it's just very good all around. Now, this move is +6 on hit, right? Which means that if you happen to succeed, knock him down, and like there is a 50-50 here, I'm gonna go for a command grab and I'm gonna go for a meaty. This move is pretty good because you're gonna be at a he's blocking, right? Right, I'm gonna be at a +6, so this means that I'm getting combos. So this is the moves that you want to press them with if you want to go for like combo follow-up or a command grab. It sets up a pretty good 50-50. Now, as I showed you as well, this drive rush technique, this drive rush setup is very good because this put you at a +3 after this crouching medium, so you can immediately go for a command grab. Say for example here that Ken is gonna try to mash his jab. Yes, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it whipped so much, but you are +3 here, so your heavy command grab should hit him out of his jab. So it's fairly good for pressure situation, right? And one thing that I do have to mention though is that this move is not that great to drive rush out of. I mean, it can work, and on hit it's pretty rewarding because you can get it into himself, into the middle level and all of that, but you can't make a block string out of it. So it's like if he's mashing his uppercut, he will get me every time here. There is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. The only thing that you can do is a drive impact, which is like, that is a very ballsy read. If you're going for that, you're wild. You are wild if you're going for this sort of play. But yeah, I figured I should say it, but it's a very wild play. But yeah, typically you can't really like force a block string out of this one. The uppercut is very much guaranteed. Only standing medium punch can be cancelled into drive rush, and then you can go for a block string. So fantastic button all around, obviously very useful in combos as well. Now next up, let's talk about her crouching medium kick, and this is also pretty much your main poke with Manon. This is a poke that you're gonna be using all the time with her. It's a low hitting move, it's 8 frame startup, 4 frame active, so fairly active, and because it's 27 total frames, it's very difficult to get hit by drive impact, right? So that is good. The move is -2 on block, so unfortunately you can't spam it, but the good thing about it is that it is +3 on hit, so you at least get to check with a medium punch if you happen to get the hit, so that is good. If you get the counter hit, you're gonna be +5, which means that you get a light kick into follow-up, so that is pretty good. If you got a punish counter, it's gonna be +7, so you can get a standing medium punch. So that is pretty great. It's a move that you're going to be using all the time. Now there is also some setups where you can use this one. I will go over like the setups when we get to the command grab and special and all of that, but there is like setups like that where you can get massive damage and Oki from it. Stay tuned to this one. It's gonna be in the special section, so that one is actually pretty important, right? Now what is left is her standing medium kick, and her standing medium kick is good against the crouching medium kick type moves, right? It got this like sweep the ground type of animation, which is fairly good, but it's 10 frames and it's really slow. Like for this sort of deal, I feel like crouching medium punch and standing medium punch pretty much got you covered, so I don't love it. I don't love it, to be honest. Now you can use it in some situations after, say, after like a command grab, if you want to go for like a drive, because out of a drive rush it combos into her overhead, OD overhead special, so like you can go for something like this and then you're getting combos. So I guess this is some sort of application for it, but it's a hard move to use, right? And the worst thing about it is that it's very negative on block. It's -5, so yeah, I don't love it. This is probably her weakest medium, but it does have some utility, but it's very specific. Now what is left is the back medium kick, and this one got a target combo attached to it, which is back medium kick into medium kick. The second hit is an overhead. This is a natural combo, so say that you got a jump in, right? This is not a bad combo. You have to go for the ballerinas or the launcher kick. You don't get a hit grab, you don't get the OD hit grab, you get nothing, so something to keep in mind. It got some use in combos, and it got buffed now, where like you can use it in situations like that, but there are better combos to use in this instance, so I don't think that is that big of a deal. But this move is actually very good to use in situations where you want to press the opponent, because as you can see, you can really stagger the second hit, and they got to guess, right? Like let's say for example I knock down Ken here and he's gonna wake up, right? Say I can go for the first hit, and although I'm negative, maybe he's waiting for the second board, right? Because I can do the second board, right? So maybe he's gonna try to block it out and I can go for the command grab, or I can knock him down and then go for a regular grab, or I can like let's say even that he's gonna block it and then try to go for like an OD uppercut. I can do the first part and just wait, and it's safe, right? So he can't really do much here that is gonna be like forcing a punish on me. So in that sort of situation, it's also really good. It's also pretty useful, I will say, in some okay situations, like this one is pretty great. And they did buff this move so that it got forward momentum out of a drive rush, as you can see. So you can use it out of a drive rush. Unfortunately, 10 frames, so it's on the slower end. But the good thing about this is that it is hit confirmable. So let's now go over Manon heavies, and these are really straightforward, super straightforward. Crouching heavy punch, this is your main anti-air, so Ken is jumping at you. You do it, it got a target combo attached to it, but they have to be fairly low for you to get the second hit. But when you do, you're doing 1200, so it's an okay damage output, and the okay situation is pretty good, right? So you immediately get to press them. So Crouching Heavy Punch, dedicated anti-air. Her sweep is in the slower end, unfortunately, 11 frames, so it is slow, and it's pretty bad on whiff, 39 total frames. But it's fairly long and it's pretty rewarding whiff punish. Like if Ken whiffed a heavy kick, you do it, bam, it's a hard knockdown, so you immediately get in and can apply your pressure. So pretty good whiff punish. Now speaking of whiff punishes and pokes and neutral, standing heavy kick, this is your main poke and absolutely one of her best moves, I think. The range on it, as you can see, is tremendous. It hits from very far and it complements her ground game really well. It's a really good move as well if you wanna attack your opponent drive, because it takes a good portion, like it takes about like 60% or so of a drive gauge, so that is pretty good. But as you can see, it is 43 total frames of animation, which means that you are very susceptible to drive impact, right? Yeah, you're very susceptible to drive impact with this one, and also her sweep, right? So you gotta be careful. This is not the moves that you can just throw around, right? And it is pretty bad on block, actually. It's -6, so you want to use it from the tip range or like relatively far range to avoid getting punished. Remember, almost all standing light kicks and most mediums for like a lot of characters got 6 frame mediums. So yeah, you want to space it out, use it from a far range, and the startup also makes it hard to use from a close range. Now you do get like a spin state punish counter on this one. Like let's say he waves a heavy kick, but from the range you're gonna be using it from, typically you're only getting like a medium kick ballerina or a light ballerina, right? So the reward isn't great. If you are close enough, I mean, you can get combos and you can get like a normal to connect. The advantage here isn't great. You're only at like +17, so like most likely you're not getting like a drive rush. You're not getting like a pretty good drive rush follow-up, right? It's not like you're not DJ or gonna get like a drive rush crouching medium into amazing combos. So the reward isn't fantastic, right? The reward unfortunately isn't that great, but from the range you're gonna be using it from, medium ballerina, you're getting a decent corner carry, so good poke, but be careful. Her standing heavy punch is also a really good move to use in the neutral, because this one is actually pretty good at chipping away at your opponent. So you're gonna be like checking them with a crouching medium kick, with a heavy kick, and then like eventually the one crouching standing heavy punch. And this one is fairly safe. It's only -3 and does pretty good damage to their drive gauge. So you can use it a lot in that situation, especially like let's say for example that they only got one stock left. You can go for the target combo and force a burnout, right? So in that sort of application, it's actually pretty good, because the target combo by itself almost does like more than 1 bar of drive, so you can use it to force a burnout, right? And you also use it as a whiff punish. It's not bad to use as a whiff punish as well. The first hit is actually super cancelable, and you can hit confirm it into supers. Un, deux, trois. And the scaling is pretty good on this one as well. Right, so you can go for that. You can obviously get like a level 3 as well if you want. So it's pretty good at whiff punish, and you can like super cancel. It's also pretty useful after the command grab Oki. Like say that he is gonna wake up with a jab. Right, because this gets you at a +6, so you can get a standing light kick if you want. Right, so you can get that, or obviously you can commit to the rest of the target combo and just pull them in for the mix. Unfortunately, it's not like ultra rewarding, and for you to be ultra rewarded here, like you got to like super cancel, which is not the easiest to do. So yeah, I wish like you could like super cancel the second hit. It would have made it a lot better, but yeah. It is what it is. Like for you to get the big reward, you have to make like super hard read, and then you're making like a hit confirm. So that's kind of difficult, right? But I mean, the good thing about it is that even if they block after this, like if you do the command grab into it and they block, you're still +1, so that is good. And you are safe from drive impact as well. The thing is, sometimes this happens where the game will actually give you like the second hit. Yeah. Right. I don't like to use it because like I showed you, sometimes the game is gonna give you the second, like if you're trying to DI because there is a heavy, sometimes see this, like if I'm trying to recover and then do the drive impact, sometimes I'm still in the cancel range, so you're getting the second hit, which means that you're getting hit by the drive impact. So yeah, it's an okay move, right? What is left is her back heavy punch. Back heavy punch is another one that is like a workhorse for this character. It's her only plus home block normal at a +1 and yeah, like the pushback on it isn't great, but it's still fairly good. I think this move is still very good for her. It's one of her best like hit confirmable moves, which actually means a lot because this is a move that you will need to hit confirm. Say for example, I go for a crouching medium punch out of a drive rush, right? Like I showed you, this one puts you at an advantage, right? It's +3. So maybe I will go for the command grab, or maybe I will go for the hit. Now the good thing is, see this situation, it still leaves him in a float state, and you can absolutely hit confirm this. The cancel, you can do it very late. See how late I'm canceling it, and you still get this one. So this is something that you absolutely need to study with Manon, is getting the hit confirm here. That one is actually really big, right? And this move, well, you can use it in like knockdown situations as well, because it's gonna be massively plus, like just as the one you saw. Like say let's just make him block after the first hit, right? So in a knockdown situation like that, I can use it. And so this was +8 on block, so like you're getting massive plus frames with this one. You can use it here just without a drive rush, was +6, so that is kind of wild. And if you use it like this meaty, if you get it to be like this meaty, it will be plus enough, like here +8, so you can get like combos after it. So I even got like a medium punch after it. So it's very useful in like combos, it's very useful in meaty situations, it's very useful in mix-up situation if you think they're gonna jump. It's a fantastic move all around. And the good thing about it is that it's still your turn after they block it. So if say he's trying to like do anything, I can still check him with a standing light kick. So it's a pretty amazing move all around. And now she doesn't have this move, which is the slide. This move is very situational. You can use it to switch sides. Like say I'm in the corner, I got a drive impact, I can do something like this and switch sides, or I can like backdash into it and just switch sides and you got plus frames. Say for example, I'm fighting a character like, let's switch characters so that I want to show you this. Okay, so Frey Kimberly is doing like a regular jump on one recording. In the other, we're gonna have her do the elbow. Right, so we can turn both of them on, and this is a good anti-air. If the opponent got a move like that, which is like here she's doing the regular kick, if she's going for the elbow, I also still get the anti-air. Please do the elbow once. See, like you're getting the anti-air both ways. So I mean, you can use it in situations like this. Now, this move also is pretty weird on a punish counter because it pulls the opponent in. So this is also useful against, for example, character like Dhalsim, who got very long range. Like if you hit Dhalsim, if you whiff punish one of his limbs, like let's say he's doing like a heavy punch, you get to pull him closer. So very, very situational uses. But against characters that can change their jump arc, if you want to switch sides, if you want to whiff punish someone with a long limb like Dhalsim, her slide, it actually can work. So let's now go over Manon's special moves and the game plan in general. I'm also going to go over some Oki, some setups, because there is a lot to go into here. So the first thing with Manon is her most straightforward special, which is a quarter circle forward and kick. I like to call this the launcher kick, and they look like an anti-air and they are anti-airs. All versions of them will anti-air. Light one comes out pretty fast, and the hitbox on it is fairly good, but like it's only upper body involved, so if the jumping is very deep, you can't really use it. It's not like a true uppercut, but it is good enough, I think, right? And all version light, medium, heavy. If you get the heavy version and you got it to hit just right, you can actually combo like a light hit grab afterwards. It's kind of finicky though. See, like this can work if you happen to get repetition, so like it's finicky. If you want to go for like the guaranteed, then the OD version is the best one. The startup is good, 8 frames, so it's really fast, and it launches them pretty high for a juggle, making the follow-up hit grab fairly consistent, right? This is probably your most rewarding anti-air that you can go for, so it's actually pretty great. Now, the thing about these moves is all of them will also combo from light attacks, so jab into light kick, into medium kick, into heavy kick, all of them will give you combos, so that is pretty good. Now, this move is a little bit weird because light version does 900, medium version does 1k, heavy version does 800. So the heavy version does the least damage, but it does have the benefit of being the only version that is cancelable into level 3 super. Right, this is a combo, and it puts you in the best situation afterwards. So afterwards, see, like I'm very close to Ryu. If I go for the medium version, I'm pretty far. If I go for the light version, I'm also decently far. So for like the best Oki situation, the best knockdown situation, you wanna go for the heavy version. That's typically why most of the time, like you're gonna do lights into the heavy to stay close to the opponent. Manon at the end is a grappler, so you wanna stick to them, right? The OD version, like I showed you, is a launcher, and you can get a lot here. Like you can get the medium ballerina for good corner carry. If you want the best Oki, you can go for the light ballerina. It's not a fantastic Oki situation like raw grounded light kick sweep, but still it's still pretty okay. You can get like a level 1 super, which is really good. Like let's say for example, Ryu here knocked us in the corner and he went for something, right? And I did like jab into the OD launcher kick, level 1 super, and I got out of the corner. That sort of situation, that sort of utility is fairly important. And obviously, because it's an OD move, I can cancel it into level 2 super and do Tua. It opens up her most high damage, and obviously as an anti-air as well, like anti-air OD kick into the level 2s. You don't even have to cancel this one and it will still combo, so that is pretty good. Opens up some of her most damaging combos in the corner as well, because you can get 2 of them to combo into each other. Undo Tua. Right, that's almost like 5k, so that's actually pretty damaging. And after 2 of them in the corner, you can combo into a light hit grab as well. You can get like drive rush combos here. So yeah, it opens up a lot of doors to some of her most damaging combo routes, right? So pretty important move all around here. So yeah, pretty straightforward but pretty useful move. Now let's talk about her other special, her other kick special, and the ballerina kicks, as I like to call them. 3 different versions: light, medium, and heavy. And as you can see, these ones are totally different. As a light, this one is a low, it got fantastic range, it goes very far, and it puts you in a fantastic OK situation. Does pretty good damage as well, 1k. The medium version does the most damage, and this one doesn't give you like good situation unless you're in the corner, but the corner carry is actually fairly decent. I will say on this one, carries into the corner fairly well, and in the corner this leads to some like ridiculous OK situations, so we're gonna show them a little bit later, but yeah, it's unsafe. Obviously this one is massively unsafe on block. And the light one is like, oh my god, minus 24 on block, so you're dying if they block this one. The heavy version is an overhead, it's minus 9, it is the safest one, and this does give Manon some pretty good annoying presence in the neutral, because you can check them with a heavy kick, you can annoy them with a crouching medium kick. You got the medium that moves forward, this one which is really good against the crouching medium kick moves. You got the sweep, which is a fantastic whiff punish, and when they're busy with all of this, you also got an overhead that is really annoying and a low, and this is kind of like a Vega slide, a Bison slide. These characters, every once in a while you want to throw out a random slide. Why? Because you want the opponent to down back. If I got Ryu to down back, this means that I can then like dash forward for the command grab, approach him and close the distance, so I have to make him worry a little bit about this, right? It's something that you gotta throw out every now and then to make them think about it, right? Now the overhead is also really good against like low hitting moves sometimes, because you are prone to getting hit. It's not like a true low crush, but at the end of it, if you get like the punish counter, it's very rewarding. So if you happen to get it just like that as her leg is up, like you can get massive rewards, right? Because in this sort of situation, this move become +7 and it forces them into like a crouching stance, so you can combo it into a medium bunch. So if you're lucky and you have to get the head just right, you can do massive damage with this one, right? Now what is left is the overhead and like the OD version, and the OD version is straight up the overhead version, right? Now one thing I want to say about the overhead version is that it's 20 frame startup, and unfortunately 20 frame means that it can be perfect parried on reaction if they are looking for it. The startup is slow enough to be perfect parryable on reaction if they're looking for it, so you gotta be careful. But if they're looking for it, this means that you can walk forward, you can check with the jab, drive rush, crouching medium bunch, annoys him with a heavy kick. So if they are like super focused on it, this allow you to do a lot of other things. So figured I have to mention that, right? But yeah, it's a very big part of your neutral presence, I will say, right? Now the OD version is good because the OD version is safe on block. Actually, it's only -3, which is fairly great. The OD version as well puts her at a +6 advantage, so you can combo like a light kick after, and that is really nice. If they are crouching, this becomes +7, which means that you're getting like a medium, so you can get combos like this after it if you're close enough. Bam, bam. Yeah, it's hard. You kind of need it to be like a drive rush or like a cancel to get this, but yeah, like after it you do get like a crouching medium bunch or standing medium bunch if they're crouching, right? So that is great. Now remember when I told you that you can get very high reward out of a punish counter overhead? Well, because this one forces a crouch stand, as you see, it puts you at a +7 advantage. So this means that you are likely getting something like this. See this can open up some very high damaging routes for Manon. So this also is funny enough like her best most damaging like combo situation as well. If you're getting the punish counter and you want to go for the most damage, this one is a fantastic starter. So say that Ryu is going for like a wake up OD uppercut, This is massive damage. This is the most damage that Manon can get. So yeah, it's a pretty fantastic move all around. But you gotta be careful if the opponent has showed you that they are really looking for they're really looking for it, right? Now let's talk about her grabs, because Manon got two grabs. There is the command grab and then there is the hit grab, right? Hit grab for Manon is a kind of a weird move because you do quarter circle forward and punch, and if you don't press anything, she does the hit grab, right? But if I hold the button, she just does the spin, and the spin does grant you fireball immunity. Like you can spin through fireballs, so that is not bad. And if you are you can even like go for the hit grab through fireballs, actually, just like that. But obviously this is massively unsafe, right? Very unsafe if you whiff, and the hit grab is blockable. So if I do this and it gets blocked, yeah, I'm minus 16, so I'm getting full combo punished. But if you hold the kick, as she's spinning, if you press a kick, she does this follow up, right? And this is supposed to be like her main ways against fireballs. And you can get like big reward here. As you can see, like you can get like massive rewards on this one, but this is so finicky. As you can, like it's not consistent at all. Like it's only working now because he's doing like the heavy version, but if he's throwing out the light version, see, like it's very easy to get stopped. If you let it go and just go for the grab, that is the best, but if you want to go for the kick, yeah, that is rough. It's very hard to spin through slow projectile, man. You want to let it go, but again, she might just stop in front of them. So the OD version is the best. If you want to go for like this sort of situation, OD version is your best bet against fireballs. This is the one that is the most consistent and the one that's probably gonna get you some results. Now anyways, notice there is one beneath Manon's health bar, right? And this is her medal level. Manon got this system called the medal level, where every time you throw someone, whether that is a hit grab or a command grab, you are getting a medal, right? So this, for example, is her level 1 hit grab, right? And on a grounded opponent, the only way to get a natural combo into the hit grab is by using the back heavy punch. So you go back heavy punch into the medium or the light hit grabs, right? And notice this one, okay, we got a knockdown, now we got a 2, right? If I go for the hit grab once more, the combo did 2200, now is doing 2350. Now we are at level 3. If I go for it once more, notice the animation is a little bit different, 2500, so a little bit more damage. This is a level 4 one, 2650, so we're doing a little bit more damage, and now we're at level 5, which is max. Now we transition into this really fancy animation and we're doing 2800. So this same combo started at 2k, now we're doing 2800, so the damage output gets a lot better. Now the post hit grab situation doesn't differ, right? Let's not make him do the OG uppercut. This leaves me at this distance and I'm at plus 15 advantage. If I got level 5, it's gonna be the same distance and you're also just gonna be at plus 15 advantage. So the distance doesn't change and the frame advantage doesn't change, right? I feel like this is important to discuss. The only thing that change is the damage, right? So there is never like a time where you are discouraged from going for the medal level, because the OK, the post hit situation, well, it's pretty much consistent, right? Now with Manon, you want to go for medals as much as possible, right? Because this if I'm at level 1, my command grab does 2k, but if I'm at level 5, my command grab will does 3700. So the increase in damage output, especially for like the command grab, is substantial, right? So you want to end your combos with the hit grab as much as possible, and that's why most of the times you will see Manon players doing this, ending their combos with the head grab, because it gives you a safe way to build up medal levels. It gives you a safe way to make your approach, the next time you are close to them, the next time you get to run your pressure, it makes it that much more threatening. With every medal level you become more and more dangerous, right? Now, once you actually get the hit here, the situation post the head grab is a little bit weird, right? Let's save state so I can show you what I mean. Actually, let's do it a little bit further into the animation, right? So you got a plus 15 advantage, right? Which isn't a lot, and but it's good enough to use some drive rush shenanigans. Let's say, for example, that Ryu is gonna try to wake up with a jab, right? This plus 15 is enough for me to be able to drive rush crouching medium punch and get a meaty on him, right? So that is fairly good. It's also enough for me to go for like a... Like if you get the head confirm here, you can go for into like another one, but it's very difficult to do that. Typically, you're not gonna do that. You're most likely gonna go for something like this, which again is not that bad. Right now, the issue with this sort of situation is this will also catch them actually if they're trying to jump. So let's say, for example, that they're trying to like back jump, because I want to show you like all of the different follow-ups that you can get here. So even if they're trying to jump, you're getting this, you're getting the combo, so that's good, right? The issue with this situation is you can't do anything to the OD uppercut. Like you can't stop here, right? You can't stop your acceleration, you can't whiff jab and stop. There is nothing that you really can do. The only thing that you can do is the drive impact. And the drive impact here will whiff, as you can see, and you're gonna have advantage, so you can go for a command grab. This is also character specific. It's different versus Guile, to DJ, to Ken, to Jury. Everyone is a little bit different, but this is one of your options, right? So it's not fantastic, but it is one of your options that you can use. Now, there are a couple of things also to note here is if you don't want to commit to something that is this risky, you can simply just like walk forward slightly and go for a heavy punch. This is a good check, especially like say, let's say that again, that we're gonna set him to try to jump. Right, I can get him like that, which is not bad. If you try to mash his jab as well, you can get the counter hit on him with that. That was a very weird trade. Right, so the heavy punch is good. You can go for a crouching medium kick as well. The situation isn't fantastic here, but so you're not getting like legit Oki, but there are some things that you can do. Now, there is something very interesting about the head grab in the corner, and that is the fact that if you go for like the OD head grab, it leaves you closer, right? So notice this. This is the light version, for example. Manon is at like the buckler sign, right? But if I go for the OD version, she's gonna be very much closer to him. Now I'm in range to command grab him. Without even walking, I'm in range for command grab. So in the corner, if you happen to get this one, it's a medal that you're gonna use, but you are much closer, so you can threaten like the command grab, you can threaten a meaty, etc, etc. So it puts you in a much better position, right? Something that is very rare. I haven't seen any Manon player actually specifically go for that, but something that you can do, right? And obviously you have seen the combo. If you get the back heavy punch, you can combo it into the OD spin kick. And this does open up the door for some like pretty cool combos for her into the light hit grab, and then you're getting okay, you got a pretty good corner carry, so that is pretty cool, right? Hit grab is good for her. You're mostly gonna be using it for combos, but I have to stress that the situation here isn't that great. So if say I'm at level 3 or 4, it might actually be better, like say for a combo like that one. Maybe it's actually better to just simply go for this sort of knockdown because you are getting better Okis, right? So it's good, but it doesn't give you fantastic Oki. right? So something that you got to keep in mind. Now let's talk about some of her command grabs, because command grab is obviously the biggest gameplay aspect of Manon. Manon obviously got the light, the medium, the heavy, and what's different about them is the startup and range. They all do the same damage. So level 1 heavy, this does 2k, medium will also do 2k, light will do 2, all of them will do, even the OD version. Even the OD version still does the same damage. What's different is the speed and range. Light got the most range but the slowest speed. The range for it is around the dash distance, like something around here. It's 10 frames startup though, which is really slow. Medium is 8 frames, but a little bit less range. Heavy one, you gotta be pretty close, but it's 5 frames, so it is the fastest. Heavy command grab is the fastest command grab, right? Now, I showed you many ways where you can tick throw with Manon. Like for example, after a light kick into the heavy command grab, this is a tick grab. Medium punch into the light version. This is a tick grab. Obviously, like you can jump or like even go for this on some knockdowns into command grab. So there's a lot of ticks, but a good part of playing this character will be just knowing when you can do it, right? She doesn't got an autopilot, something that is super amazing. She doesn't got like an OD counter spire that is just straight up 50-50, or a Zengi forward heavy punch headbutt that is just 50-50. Like you gotta have some sense in when you wanna use it, right? You gotta get a feel on when the opponent isn't looking for it and when you can use it. Now the post command grab situation is also pretty important. Notice this one leaves you at a plus 19 frame advantage. So let's save it here and let's check out what we can do, right? Because post command grab, well, this is the situation, right? Now you can do a drive rush into a heavy punch, right? This is one of the options. And this one, you will be plus 6, but you're far away from being able to connect with anything. You don't get a medium, you don't get much, so you're pretty much gonna be doing this. Or if you can like hit confirm into super, although that is somewhat difficult, but this is one of the things that you can do. Like I showed you previously as well, this is safe from DI, so one of the things that you can do is drive impact. Using it because of this, because sometimes you're gonna get like the second hit and this can really screw you over. So this is an option that you can go for. I personally don't love it. I don't go for this one that much, because even if Ryu just ended up blocking, the situation afterwards, you're plus 1, but you're far away from being able to apply a command grab, so I don't absolutely love this one. I like to go for the medium punch a little bit more, because you do get like a much better follow-up here. Like let's say that he went for the standing jab. Right, I can go for this target combo. I can go for like the medium ballerina. Yeah. Undo to obviously this is not that reliable because you gotta hit it meaty, but you get the point, right? But you can go for that, and this one is very consistent, very good. And obviously I can go for another medal level if I really want it, so that is not bad. So this one I kind of like, and obviously if they do like a wake up drive impact, because this is just a medium, I am pretty much safe. Yeah, like it's so safe, it's so easy to use, so this one I actually kind of like, right? Now another thing that you can do is drive rush into another command grab. It's good if they're going to go for a drive impact, and sometimes the opponent will try to go wake up with a parry, and obviously if they are expecting that, if they're expecting you to do like a drive rush button, this can happen a lot, right? So you can't be too predictable with this, right? It's not that free. You can't really be that predictable with this one, because wake up drive parry is an issue. But if they're going for wake up drive parry, this means that a drive rush command grab works, Other things that you can do is simply go for the overhead. You're at a plus 19 advantage. They are, it's 20 frame startup, so this can work, and on that you get like a counter hit, which is not that bad. Be careful though, because drive impact is dangerous. If they like to wake up drive impact a lot, this is something that, like, unless your timing is immaculate, you're gonna get punish countered. So you gotta be pretty careful here, right? So I really love this one so much, but it is good. It's a good something to throw around every now and then. And obviously them waking up with the DI is a very big call, right? But some people do it. So unless the opponent showed you they're not gonna do it, I don't go for it that much as a start, right? But it is there. It's something that you've got to keep in mind. And what is left obviously is just what to do when an opponent got a reversal. Because all of this will lose to reversals, right? All of this will lose to a reversal. Now, Manon thankfully got a bait, which is you drive rush into whiff jab, right? You can do that, you can bait the reversal, and you are still getting the knockdown, so that is pretty good, right? You can do other gimmicks like a spin, empty spin, and maybe they will see the forward movement and wake up with an uppercut, and you get the punish on them. So yeah, there's a lot that you can do after like the command grab situation, and obviously once you got them like worried and they're not doing that much, you can start mixing in like just dashes into grabs. You're gonna have to really mix up what you do here, right? If I got him convinced, I can then dash up into like a command grab, that sort of deal, right? There is no like fixed plays or some options that you got that are legit, but you have to mix in a lot of fake as well to make this character work. This one obviously is hard though, because this is manual timing, so you're gonna have to rely on your own manual timing, which can be a little bit finicky. But there are some other options that are really good. One of the ones that I really like, now we are setting him up to do like a wake up jab. One of the ones I really like is drive rush back medium kick, right? And this one is great because this one is hit confirmable, and you can kind of loop the situation. Because even like, for example, here, even if I got like the counter hit, I'm +6, which means I can go for like a medium command grab, which is fairly good. If he happened to block, I'm still at a +2 advantage, so I can go for like a heavy command grab. So that is pretty good. And obviously I can, like, even if he happened to like block it, I can always like stagger the second hit, go for a grab, that sort of deal. So this lets you have multiple turns of play. This one I really like. Another one that you can do is a drive rush crouching medium kick. This one gives you a +5 advantage, and the good thing about it is you are in range for a medium command grab, although they may back walk, something that I have to let you know. So you're better off using the OD command grab, right? Not everyone expects this because the separation make it seem that they're really far, but yeah, it gives you a lot of plus frames, and this happens so fast, right? You might catch them off guard. This is also massively rewarding on hit, because this drive rush crouching medium kick becomes +10, which means that you're getting like a back heavy punch, and you're getting like this new sort of combo, which is fairly good. This is excellent stuff. You can also, especially like if you're near the wall, you can go for like a drive rush back heavy punch, and this one is so meaty. It's gonna be +10, and this gives you +8 advantage on this knockdown. Like on this drive rush back heavy punch, you're gonna be +8, which means that you can take grab with a light command grab. So this is really good, and obviously like if they happen to press a button here, they will get massively punished, right? Again, like you're getting massive combos on this one. So like Ballerina give you a fantastic knockdown. Now the best thing about this is you can drive rush and then block. So if you got a read on them doing like the wake up reversal, you can absolutely just block. And absolutely great. Now another knockdown that is really good for her that we have discovered is a safe jump, and a safe jump after this setup. right? This is also very good safe jump for Manon actually. This is her basic bread and butter combo. What you can do is now like drive rush jab into the medium kick ballerina, and this gives you good advantage to go for a safe jump, right? So let me show it to you. Drive rush jab into the medium ballerina, I jump heavy kick and I get to block on time, and obviously I get like a big punish on him. So this is also a safe jump, which means that if they are blocking, I want him to block at the first hit, yeah. Like obviously means that you can make him block and then go for the command grab, or if he's like waking up with a parry. I can like empty jump and then go for the command grab, which will deal big damage, right? So I feel like these were some setups that I wanted you to see because they are pretty important for this character. Now finally, let's talk about Manon supers. Her level 1 is a pretty good one, it's 10 frames, it's a reversal, so that is good. It also switches sides, and you can easily like combo into it from her OD launcher kick. You can combo into it if you hit confirm a heavy punch. You can combo into it from lights. So this one is very standard. Now there is an issue with it, and that's the fact that it hits low. So if the opponent does something that is like airborne, it's like a Ken Dragon Lash kick, this can happen where like it will straight up lose sometimes. So and obviously if he got like a meaty fireball, like let's say for example here in the corner, Ken is gonna throw us. Go for like a meaty fireball. You can't use it in this situation. You're gonna get hit, right? I got no fireball invincibility. So this one is a very straightforward super. Now one thing that is good to know about it is if the opponent doesn't back rise, like if the opponent recover in place after it, you actually are in range to command grabs him. It leaves you at a +7 advantage. So let's say that he's gonna wake up with a jab. You are actually in range to go for a light command grab immediately and it will beat him, right? But if they go for a back rise, yeah, they're gonna land up further away from you, and obviously no command grab for you. But a lot of people don't know this, so you can absolutely get away with this one. Her level 2 super is also an invincible move. This is her best reversal. This is just a damaging move. Now the good thing about this one is it also is really good as an anti-air. Like sometimes people will knock you down like that, they don't want to catch you in a situation like this one. Even if you wake up with it as a reversal, you're gonna catch them, so that is very good. You can actually use it as an anti-fireball tool, although that is kind of hard. But like from this range, from the neutral, dude, I jinxed it. You know what? Forget about it. It can work actually. Dude, dude. So it can work against fast projectiles, but the invincibility frames aren't that massive, right? But this is pretty good, and it's fairly easy to combo into. Again, like any times you land an OD ballerina kick, you can immediately cancel into it. You can even do it like without a cancel on a juggle like that if you want. Like you can do like straight up cancel or just a juggle. In the corner there is some big combos where you can get it. And even like in corner situations like the one I just showed you, where he's like going for like a meaty fireball, this one works. This is a reversal super that you can use that will get you the punish. But obviously this is like 2 bars for a reversal, so yeah. Now what is left is her level 3, and her level 3 is a command grab that they can jump after the flash. This is a straight up like a damage super. You can use it as a reversal if it's gonna kill. Now the good thing about this super is that it scales with her middle level. So if I go for the regular level 1, this should do 4k, right? Yeah. It's 7 frame startup, so I guess you can use it to punish some stuff, so not that many. But the good thing is, like I showed you, this is level 1, did 4k. If I'm at level 5, this will now do 4.6k, so that is not bad. Yeah, 4.6k, that is fairly good. And obviously if you got the critical art, that is 500 more damage. So any proper combo, like say for example that I got like a, say that Ken blocked a DP, say that I blocked it, like I blocked a DP from Ken, right? La 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 la. See, this is doing massive damage. La 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 la. Yeah, just oh my god, what? I got too excited. Yeah, just the raw critical art does a ton of damage. Let's actually do this. Man. But unfortunately, this super pretty much puts you in the same situation as her Hitgrab, so the OK situation afterwards isn't that great. And that's about it for Manon. She's a straightforward character, mostly she's gonna be around neutral and how you can set up your mind games after the command grab especially. This will pretty much determine your success with her. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, it helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.